Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Naptime Undertale. I'm Jeff, and we're laying down with the ghost dude. Yesterday, I'm still figuring out this streaming stuff, and it's going to be a work in progress. That's a lot of why I'm playing through this game. I figured it. I played through this game this year and I loved it. I figured it was as good a game as any to sort of kick off this whole streaming thing and kind of work out the kinks and figure it all out. And it is, a work in progress. It's going to slowly get better. There was actually quite a bit of people watching yesterday and chatting a lot more than I would have realized. And to be honest, I just, in this really crappy setup I have right now, that's hopefully going to slowly get better, I just did not have the screen real estate to see that people were chatting. I had meant to, at the very end, kind of go back and look at the chat and see if anyone was in or asking questions or saying anything, and I completely forgot. What I've done today is I've actually set up a second monitor. You can see it a little bit here in the shot, so that I have enough real estate to kind of both play the game and see what's going on. That said, I don't know if I'm in love with the setup for a couple of reasons. One, I'm not sure if the computer can handle this much. I'm working with some really piece of junk equipment, and so we'll see how that goes today. The other issues is that I don't have a permanent computer setup right now. I'm running things off of a laptop, and now I have this monitor I'm dragging out, and the microphone I'm dragging out. Everything's being set on a dining room table. So the more bells and whistles that I kind of attach to this, the more of production it is to set it all up. And the whole point of this is that, we get a very limited nap time window to do this. Hopefully, this is something that can continue, or I can go, our basement's all tore up right now, but maybe I'll just set up a permanent setup down there. Because I'd like to be able to see people chatting. The couple things that people did have to say yesterday, one, there seems to be a consensus that it is Undine, not Undine. We were talking early in the playthrough when there wasn't as many people watching, which way to go with that. That in my head, I thought it was Undine while I was playing, but Undine seemed to make more sense. But there's quite a few people that said, no, it's Undine, so we'll go with that from now on. The other thing was wondering whether this was my first playthrough or not, and the answer to that question is I have had a full playthrough, but not on this PC. So this PC, this Steam save, I only played up into I don't even know if I got to the snowy bits, and then I reset to do this stream. I switched at the time because my other PC is hooked up to my TV, and I wanted, after realizing how much I like this game, I really just wanted to play it sitting on my couch, as that's what felt right. This is we have had some instances yet of even that small little bit of playthrough mattering, with some of the characters mentioning some stuff. So we're hanging out here with Napstabluke. We thought maybe yesterday we would get to the Undine boss battle, but that did not take place. I enjoy that the spiders in this game are all doing the bake sale stuff. So this is one of my favorite things about Napstablook. He's an amateur composer, much like myself back in the day. He's a pretty chill dude. So we can turn on his different music tracks here. So let's check out Gula Day music. Yeah. I find this one pretty abrasive. I guess that's supposed to be ghosts barking jingle bells? Who knows? Let's see what he has to say about it. Ooh. Alright. Let's get that one off, because, good lord. I support your art, man, but I'm not sure this one's for me. Spook Wave. Let's check it out. Spook tunes. Okay, so this is the same thing. This just sounds a lot more on the like 1920s playing the trumpet with a mute kind of thing. I like this one. Let's just leave this going. I heard on one podcast that if you leave his music going, like, there are certain things that happen out in the environment, because it stays playing. This house here is locked. I know where the key is, and I did not manage to get it last time. So we will try to do that in this playthrough. Let me know, people watching, if this gets way too hitchy or whatever in the stream, using the two monitors. Like, it allows me to actually, see the chat, but OBS is is like doing red warning lights. So I'm not sure this is going to be something I can do permanently. What the heck is that music? I don't know, dude, but it's spooking me out. This is... Shiren was a monster we actually met yesterday. It's a play on the words with a siren, but she's too shy to sing. But we got her past that. We hummed, and she let her Ariana Grande out. If you're scared, why do you keep winking? These are winks of fear! Forget it. This beat is too filthy. Whoosh, wait, don't leave me. Is this creepy music my punishment for being creepy? More winks of fear. That's pretty great. I didn't do that in my first playthrough. And then I heard them talk about that on a podcast, so that's cool. Cool little thing. You feel calming tranquility. You're filled with determination. All right. Some hairy guy that shows up once. I wonder who that is. Like, that's a fun thing about this game, is like all these kind of offhanded references. You know they're talking about someone, and you just need to put that puzzle together. Alright, Napstablook, we can leave you alone, man. I did for the 2 monitor setup. I love that we've gone from an era where like HDMI cords were horribly expensive to now one where it's like I know I have like 20 of them sitting around, but actually finding one, and I stole one from the Wii U because we were playing that the least right now. Although Santa's about to bring some Wii U stuff, so that'll change here soon. It was weird. I had a lot of hitches this morning. I don't know what's happening to me in my old age of 28, which is not old at all, but I couldn't figure out why the audio wasn't working, and it was because the HDMI was carrying the audio to the second monitor. It was dumb. All right, what's this guy have to say? Do you want to play a game? It's called Thunder Snail. Snails will race, and if the yellow snail wins, you win. Sure, let's play. Ready? Come on, man. I'm not sure there's a way to pull this off. I've tried on several occasions. I think just every time you encourage the snail, it kind of like gets freaked out and slows down. I think it's possible to blow the snail up too by just encouraging it too much. I know for sure that first is impossible. I heard somewhere that maybe second is something you can do. Let's blow a snail up though, because that's worth 10 gold to see. It's pretty fun. Gosh, that's a horrible thing to say. Blowing a snail up shouldn't be fun, but let's do it. Play! Reminds me of NES sports games, this. Oh, catching fire? Poor snail. I've been there. Yeah, so I'm not gonna waste any more gold here. I think there's a way to like encourage just enough to get second place. I tried doing nothing and that doesn't work, so I'm not really sure what the secret is here. Maybe we'll come back to it if and find out. But that's the snail races run by Napster Bluke. East Hotland, ? Temmie Village. There's another merchant up here. Whoa there, I've got some neat junk for sale. Tell us about yourself, man. It's been around a long time, maybe too long. Studying history sure is easy when you've lived through so much of it yourself. Wahaha. That's the Delta Rune, the emblem of our kingdom. The kingdom of monsters. Wahaha. Great name, huh? As I always say, old King Fluffy Buns can't name for beans. Alright. Yeah, so I love in this game that you can just talk to the shopkeepers and, you know, it even has this like, oh, look, there's a new thing you can get here. And, I don't know, it probably seems small to a lot of people, but there's a lot of us that really miss games like this, and it puts so much care into each character being very unique and having crazy weird personality traits and having really good dialogue that you could just sit and talk. And it seems like games will come out like that now, but then the gameplay will be compromised, or like very few games come out that do this well and do other stuff well also. emblem actually predates written history. The original meaning has been lost to time. All we know is that the triangles symbolize us monsters below, and the winged circle above symbolize something else. Most people say it's the angel from the prophecy. Oh yeah, the prophecy. Legend has it, an angel who has seen the surface will descend from above and bring us freedom. Lately, the people have been taking a bleaker outlook, calling that winged circle Angel of Death. A harbinger of destruction, waiting to free us from this mortal realm. In my opinion, when I see that little circle, I just think it looks neat. Wah! King Fluffy Buns, he's a friendly, happy-go-lucky kind of guy who wants to kill you. If you keep walking around long enough, you'll probably meet him. He loves to walk around and talk to people. Yeah? Why do I call Dreambear Fluffy Buns? Oh, that's a great story. I don't remember it. But if you come back later, I'm sure I'll have remembered by then. I'm not sure about that. Yeah, tell us about Undyne. Yeah, she's a local hero around here. Through grit and determination alone, she fought her way to the top of the Royal Guard. Actually, she just came through here asking about someone who looked just like you. That's not a good sign. I'd watch your back, kid, and buy some items. It might just save your hide. Wahahaha. See what are we able to sell you stuff? Yeah. So he will sell us, heals 10 HP, speed up in battle. Yeah, a lot of money. I'm going to also do this weird thing I figured out at the end of my playthrough last time. If you buy the cloudy glasses from him, invincible longer. If you buy the cloudy glasses from him, you can actually sell them back to Temmie for more money. You can actually, it's ridiculous, but Temmie will actually buy her own stuff back from you for more money as well, but the profit is not that much. Hurt, beaten, and fearful for our lives, we surrendered to the humans. 7 of their greatest magicians sealed us underground with a magic spell. Anything can enter through the seal, but only begins with a powerful... Only beings... sorry, I learned how to read yesterday. With powerful soul can leave. There's only one way to reverse this spell. If a huge power equivalent to 7 human souls attacks the barrier, it will be destroyed. I wonder when Toby Fox was making this game, 7 just seems to be like an oft-used number. It was like Kingdom Hearts, the door was sealed. Also, they had to get like the 7 princesses or whatever. I mean, understanding the plot of the Kingdom Hearts games is, you know, I have 1 English degree. I'm thinking about getting another, and I think even if I got a PhD in literature studies or text studies, I would not be able to decipher what's going on in the Kingdom Hearts games. But they also needed 7 beans to free something. There's like a lot of the biblical stuff with like the 7 seals and 7 trumpets. So that's a number that's used in a lot of things. First place, no entrances or exits. There is no way a human would come here. We will remain trapped down here forever. But I would be curious to know, like, according to Toby Fox, like, why he went with that number, if it was just something that sounded good, or if there was something literary he was trying to accomplish. Temmie. Do we have Temmie flakes? No, so hungry dies. Surprised me of playing Snake. Oh, good lord. Oh, alright. Trying to glomp us. That's not very nice, Temmie. We'll talk to her. You say hello to Temmie. Oh! Hol? Hoi? Oh, hoi. H-O-I. Hawaii. Smells like Temmie flakes. Oh, we're all good. Alright, we're gonna spare her. I'm gonna grab a soda real quick. She'll return shortly. I told you I'd be quick. In all of this setup, I forgot to grab something to drink. And with all this talking, you get parched rather quickly. Today's thing is brought to you by Surge. Delicious, delicious Surge. I'm going to be drinking a lot of soda and stuff as we stream through December. And like I was talking about, I think January we're going to try to go off of this kind of stuff. Like, not forever, but I like to go at least 1 month without things to try to make sure that, you know, I can keep stuff in check. I have a rather addictive personality. All right. So these are the same glowy mushroom things from before, but they actually serve a purpose here. In that, I assume they serve a purpose at the other places too. But here they actually turn these paths on and off, which is nice. I need to turn my audio down a wee bit, so now that it's going through this monitor, it's a lot louder than it was before. What? It's having quiet time? Alright. No, we can't spare you. What do we... Let's try flirting. Let's wiggle our hips. Suddenly! Oh! Good golly, Miss Molly. Ugh. You can hug, unhug, or lie down. Let's try hugging, I guess. See what happens. That didn't work out well. Alright, let's try unhugging. You don't... Oh, okay. Roar. Oh, man. Okay, that could have gone better, but, you know, we got some gold out of it. Oh, there we go. This is Temmie Village. You gotta love the music here as well. Hi! Welcome to Temmie Village. Mm-hmm. I have a father-in-law that is a quirky individual who has a female cat named Bob, and that makes that all the more funny. Let's go ahead and save. Is this our same box? Cool, because we can actually sell stuff to Temmie up here. Oh, wow, human's such a cute. Alright. So yeah, so we bought those cloud glasses for 30. We can sell them to her for 50. As an English major, though, I gotta say, the STEMmy village sometimes makes me twitch. In that, you know, it's kind of making fun of certain internet culture where spelling and grammar is not considered high on the priority list. But I gotta pay for college. Tim always want a cloud glass. Oh, she's even paying me more. All right. If we, let's tell her the 29th. But if you look, we are going to try to do this time around. Eventually. I mean, 1,000 gold is a lot to come up with. But I would like to see in this playthrough what happens if we do that. So I don't feel too guilty taking money from her now, knowing that, one, she doesn't seem to be really smart with it because she got a clod glass. And if we're going to get her to college, it's going to happen from, you know, us accumulating a bunch of wealth. And some of that will be taking advantage of her inability to not buy stuff. I don't know if we could sell the bandage or the tough glove, but, you know, let's try. Yeah, definitely can do the tough glove. The bandage. Oh, good golly. Why do you buy this stuff for me, Hemi? Alright. So I guess, I mean, we're halfway there at this point. This is more gold than I ever had my first playthrough. Worst case scenario, she has her templates, which you can buy from her for 1 gold and sell back to her for 2. Why she does that sort of thing, I don't know. Do the mushroom dance in Tem Village. Do the mushroom dance. Alright. What? Oh. My struggle to pull away, my struggle to escape, but alas to no avail. Tem heard human allergics to Tem. That okay, Tem understand. Tem also allergic to Tem. What? What? Hives! That is the cutest hives I've ever seen. Feeling of being watched. Alright, so this is Tem Village. Probably the quirkiest placed in all of this game. Can it do anything if we look at the painting here? Rich history of Tem. I believe that is her standing on a dragon. Which is pretty fantastic. Alright. Enjoy this music a bit more before we leave. So I believe Toby Fox. Oh wow, we still. I can't see where I'm going here. All right. I believe Toby Fox, in addition to doing most of the art for this game, I know he had some help with some of it. We'll see in the credits. Like specifically our Aaron, whatever that thing is. It's like a horse that likes to flex, but it's like a centaur, but not a centaur. It's got like a mermaid, but I don't know what it is. I know specifically that was one of the things he didn't draw. The credits are actually really neat, in that it goes through each thing and attributes an artist to it. So I guess let's start with letting Washua clean us. I don't know the best way to do this here. Oh, there we go. Alright, let's just spare him and get him out of the way. And then we can deal with all of the flexing nonsense. You flex! He flexes twice as hard. Ugh. Oh, no. That was the wrong thing to do. Gosh darn it, Jeffrey. Don't die! Oh. I think Astro Food will just fill us up all the way. Yeah, alright. Ooh, I'm sweating. Do more flexing. Oh man. Do 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 do. Aaron flexes very hard. Hoy, McFace derp derp. Alright. The sun, turn the sun. So you can go through all of this path without this turned on, as you saw, like we were able to just walk down into Temi Village. But it's a lot easier if you can see the path, obviously. And then we got these crystals. Alright. So let's unhug you. So you see the bullet hell mechanics like really complicate when you get more than one of them in there. And clean us. So we have to somehow run around all this chaos and grab something green. I mean, technically... Oh, gosh. Oh, we got it. Okay, cool. Technically, we could have spared the other one first. That would have given us a little bit of an easier time. But... Oh, gosh. Yeah, so this mechanic is that these just shut down. And technically, if we can remember the path... I think I want to go down here. I did not want to go down here. Should have stuck with my gut. Alright. Yep. Over this way. Oh, we should have bought some Temi Flakes from her. I didn't even think about it. Let's just try talking to her. Hi, I'm Temi. Ugh. Ah! Gosh darn it, Temi. So the first time I played through this game on my other PC, this Undyne, we're gonna go with Undyne. We're gonna commit to it. But I said Undyne so many times yesterday that, man. So this Undyne fight, I lost a lot. It took me a long time to figure out how to get through the battle without having to actually fight her. And I just died and died and died and died and died before. And it was the first time I actually had to like look something up on this game. And that's, you know, that you actually need to run from her. That's, you know, so I said before, this game has like some crazy, fan support. I compared it to, I was telling my wife, it's like Harry Potter in that you go on to be like, oh, I wonder if anyone's talking about this. And the sheer volume of stuff you find is very cool and just staggering. And the fan community for this game is kind of crazy in the best kind of way. And one of my favorite jokes they tell a lot is, if you notice, we went up to the Echo Flower and it said behind you, and then Undyne is behind us. And the question is, who said that by the flower for that to happen? Which is an interesting note. Here we go. We're talking about 7 human souls. With the power of 7 human souls, our king, King Asgore Dramir, will become a god. With that power, Asgore can finally shatter the barrier. I think this is the first point in the game that you put together that Asgore is the king, because Toriel tells you that Asgore will kill you. And I think this is the first time in the game, maybe I could be wrong, that they give you the pieces to kind of put those things together if you're paying close attention. He'll finally take the surface back from humanity and give them back the suffering and pain that we have endured. Understand, human. This is your only chance at redemption. Give up your soul, or I'll tear it from your body. Undyne, I'll help you fight. Yo, you did it. Undyne is right in front of you. You got front row seats to her fight. Wait, who's she fighting? Poor monster kid. So was it Monster Kid that said behind you? Is that the general consensus? Someone said it into the Echo Flower. Alright. Okay, let's go up now. More Echo Flowers. Oh, so this is the same conversation we were seeing yesterday, where people wandering around and talking about whether it's foolish to wish upon the sparkles at the top of the cave or not. Yes, their wish is to get out of the underground. Aw, they laughed at him. That's not very nice. Oh, I guess that's kind of sweet. Yeah, as I keep saying, it's crazy, in that, based on the intro and based on every other game you've played, you kind of come in it with this preconceived notion of, like, the monsters were sealed down here because of just this, how terrible they are, and they were fighting humans, and it's like, as you go through and read all this stuff and see it from their perspective, this is kind of not a great existence for them, and they are really just kind of longing to get out and be free, and from their perspective, humans attacked them. And it's so subtle and so well done, especially given that it's told through the mechanics of the game as well, in that you can go through and play this like a traditional RPG and just kill all of these people. But by doing so, like, the results are just terrible and heart-wrenching, and you're really faced with, like, not liking yourself for going about it that way. So this game, through its mechanics, really pushes you to kind of deal with recognizing the perspective of other peoples and races and cultures, and not, like, seeing it as a binary between good guys and bad guys. And it's like, that's something in our country going on right now, and Toby Fox is able to play with that in a really cool way here. that a lot of games don't aspire to. They just, give you a task and, here's the guy who stole your girlfriend, go kill him. But this game achieves a pretty high standard of storytelling. Just spit it out, Monster Kid. You're human, right? Man, I knew it! Well, I know it now. I mean, Undyne told me, stay away from that human. So, I guess that makes us enemies or something. No, man, we're cool. I got love in my heart. But I kind of stink at that, haha. Yo, say something mean so I can hate you, please? Nope, not gonna happen, man. Here goes nothing. Yo, I hate your guts. I think it's adorable when people that, can't actually be mean, try to be mean. Alright. Oh, man. I don't know if we're given a choice there to do that or not, but I can't let Monster Kid fall. Thanks for standing up for me, Monster Kid. I appreciate it. Later, dude. I thought there was a save point here. It doesn't seem to be here now, though. Oh man, the art in this game is so good. It all started long ago. No. You know what? Screw it. Why should I tell you that story when you're about to die? Yeah. And then we get to see Undyne for the very first time, not in her full knight's gear. Those history books made me think humans were cool, with their giant robots and flowery swordsmen. But you're just a coward. The history books she's referring to are actually, I believe, anime and manga. That's the robots and flowery swordsmen. Hiding behind that kid so you could run away from me again. Let's not forget your wimpy goody two-shoes stick. Ooh, I'm making such a difference by hugging random strangers. It would be more valuable to everyone if you were dead. That's right, human. Your continued existence is a crime. Your life is all that stands between us and our freedom. Right now, I can feel everyone's hearts pounding together. Everyone's been waiting their whole lives for this moment. But we're not nervous at all. When everyone puts their hearts together, they can't lose. Now, human, let's end this right here, right now. I'll show you how determined monsters can be. Step forward when you're ready. Alright, so now we get the save point. Yeah, so I was stuck here for a really long time. Just fighting her over and over and over and over. Because I just kept trying to get through the battle and spare her. And it was the first thing I had to look up, and it turns out you just have to keep running away from her. And I love about this game is the fact that the puzzle of every boss battle, of every enemy encounter, is, you know, like, how can we get out of this through diplomacy? No game does that. And it's like, it fits Undyne's personality that it's like, this is the only way to get past her without killing her. It's just keep refusing to fight and run away and lead her on a chase. So what's great about this boss fight too is that so she turns your heart green, and you actually have to play almost like a rhythm game with her every time that she attacks. So we can just spare for now. What can we do? Let's plead. Let's see what happens there. If we challenge, she gets... I know if we challenge, she makes her attacks faster. If we plead, she slows them down, I think. So yeah, so it's this little rhythm game thing where we can move that around everywhere. Can we run yet? Nope. Try playing again. Oh, I shouldn't have gone past that dialogue. Apologies. Alright. Maybe nothing happens with that. I thought maybe she slowed down or something. I thought I could run right away, but apparently not. Let's try challenging her. And then just pleading, just slow them back down. Ugh. See if we can... Oh, yeah, we can run now. Let's run away! Here's those ice blocks again. You won't get away from me this time, Squill. Alright. Nope. Can't run yet, so let's plead. No, that's not an option yet, so keep pleading. Maybe she'll just keep. Again, I know I keep saying this about every fight, but this is so much easier with a controller than it was with a keyboard. Also, my wireless keyboard, something happened with it, and I kept having to like pull the batteries out and plug them back in because it was terrible. I would be in the middle of a fight like this at like a crucial moment, and then suddenly it would just stop working. It was great. All right. Still can't run, so let's keep pleading. Killing us now is an act of mercy, she thinks, because Asgore will just... thinks of her friends and pounds the ground with her fists. So stop being so damn resilient. Alright, let's get out of here. Run! Man. Didn't make it very far. You've escaped from me for the last time. She eventually has some of these attacks that like change direction too, and it should be simple and easy. They just go like the opposite way. But man, I manage to screw it up almost every time. Okay. Let's keep bleeding. Yeah, nothing. I'm not sure anything will happen, but... Oh, here are the switching ones. Did okay with that one. Just because she can. Alright. Yeah, I'm not sure I can run until she does that little attack thing. Where she turns us back to red. So let's keep bleeding for now. Yeah, so I kept doing this battle over and over and over and over and dying every time. I never got this far because it never ran away. And man, does it just get brutal if you just keep standing there. And it's like, I kept trying to make it faster, thinking that's what I needed to do to get through. And I got pretty good at this boss battle, but it was not... I almost quit the game at that point because I just could not figure it out. Oh, wow. That was... I would like to say that was skill, but that was pure luck there. A menacing smile. I don't like the sound of that. Determined to end this right now. I see what you did there, ending. Ugh. Those ones that change direction. Alright. The battles where you actually don't have to do anything are pretty great because you can heal and it doesn't actually cost you anything because you're just trying to get to the point where you can actually do something anyways. They're starting to make me nervous, so. Oh, man. She bounces impatiently. Die already, you little brat. Oh, man. No! I'm so bad at these! Woo! That was close. Good heal, Jeff. Good heal. So I can flee now. I'm almost dead, though. I wonder if I can flee and then heal. That's an option. I'm gonna try it. Nope. Definitely can't heal. Phone's ringing. Not a good time, Papyrus! And Dine should all hang out sometime. I think you would make great pals. Let's meet up at her house later. Alright. Almost dead. I guess this is a big choice moment too. You can decide whether or not to give her water. I find, and I don't feel this way in a lot of games, maybe it's just as I get older, doing like the bad version of things just isn't as appealing as it was when I was a kid, and it felt rad to like play Grand Theft Auto and be like, I'm gonna blow stuff up and I'm gonna kill people random, and you know, like old Elder Scroll games are just, but it's like, this is a choice technically, but I almost don't see it as, like, how can you not give her water? How can you not be nice to these people? I would have to actively work to be mean to them. They're just so well written and rounded, and yeah. Oh, we'll talk later, I'm sure. Oh man, I should have talked to him when I was running past, but I was too concerned about like just how low my health was. What happens if I call Papyrus at this point? I think probably should try to get to a save point, and then we'll start exploring back in this direction. I think there's one over this way. Nope. There's a gentleman here now. I guess that's a gentleman. I'm not really sure now that I was thirsty, so I came over from Waterfall to get a drink. Alright. Yeah. Save point here. Alright, let's go back and see if we can talk to Undyne. Ugh. Error in my new setup, and that there are Christmas lights seen here, and I just can't see the time. Since this is nap time Undertale, I need to make sure that we don't lose track of it. That's the only other thing. It's like I could probably do a much cleaner setup and permanent setup if I set up in the basement instead of doing it up here at the kitchen table or dining room table rather. But the result of which would be I would be downstairs and I wouldn't be able to hear my kid if she woke up. A box presumably to be pushed. Can I push it? Huh. Mindless shock. It's just timing-based drivel. Give me something that challenges the deepest reaches of my mind. You're young. You've still got hope. Here, try solving this block pushing puzzle. What? What are you doing? You're pushing it all wrong. Forget it. This generates really... What? Can I try again? Oh, man. Okay. The stream does seem to be looking really hitchy. So yeah, I don't know if this 2-monitor setup will work out in the long run. It does allow me to see the chat, and it's funny because it's like yesterday there were people in the chat, which is why I wanted to do this sort of thing. But then today we have it set up, and there's one person hanging out, so it's kind of a I think in the long run we'd be better off with the higher results until I get a computer that can decently run this stuff, which might be why people aren't hanging out, because like even just walking around here it seems to fall apart. So probably tomorrow I will not drag this monitor out. I don't want something that is super unwatchable. There's a couple people sticking with and watching it, which I appreciate. Yeah. So, given that this is so hitchy, and we are about at an hour, we got through a boss fight. I think the next thing for tomorrow is we'll go back to Undyne and see if we can become friends with her. We get this handy thing right here, which is the fast travel system of the game. So we should be able to pop right down here and then go see Undyne, which will be nice. And I'm not going to drag the other monitor out tomorrow. I'll try working on a different solution to be able to see the chat. Maybe I can just set it up on my phone or something. If anyone has any ideas as I do this stuff, I would love to hear them. Because, although this works in some ways, obviously there are less people hanging out today, I think, because it was probably so hitchy. And I don't know that I noticed it until now. A couple times I checked it before, it seemed to be running okay. But in the last bits here, it's been pretty rough. So apologies for that. I'll be back tomorrow around 10 o'clock. It's nap time Undertale. Play while my kid's sleeping. And we will go try to make friends with Undyne. And then we will meet Alphys, and it'll be a good time all around. We continue to make a lot of progress and go through this game a lot more quickly than I did in my initial run. So it's very likely that the goal of getting through this, playing Monday through Friday this week and next week, it's pretty doable. So we might be done with this just in time for Christmas break. If for some reason we don't, maybe I will just schedule another stream. Maybe I'll play later night or something so we can get through the end of the game. But also, we might go into past Christmas break just because after we get done with the end of the game, there's a whole bunch of weird stuff in this game that I did not get to see in my first playthrough. Like getting into that house, figuring out what's going on with that one door in that cave, getting into the door in Toriel's house that says it's under construction. I have no idea what's going on with that. And we want to put Temmie through Colleague. We saw how important that was today. So there's a lot of that kind of stuff that I would like to see and take care of if we're able to. So we will try to do all that. We will try to get it all done before Christmas break. But if not, maybe we can be doing this through some of January as well. All right, so thanks a lot for watching. This will be archived over at the Noetic Pulp YouTube. Have a good one, guys. Peace out. Adios.